Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Working No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to some new story events occurring in JP. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do some dungeon in the background while we're pretty much talking about the story bits regarding JP. So here it is. Now just note that this is probably going to be appearing, much later down the road. And I'm just going to cover some more JP news because, well, there's not much going on happening in EN, so I want to cover this stuff while it's still fresh off the press, and we just get to learn about a few things occurring in JP. All right, so with this new event, be part of 2-12 normal, get past that and you can pretty much participate. Steel Saint and Holy School Maverick. All right, that's very interesting, but for the most part these are going to be the characters involved. Uni, I forget her name, and Chloe. So there's that. She looks like Nenica, but that's not her. And then the next thing is, well, probably the most important thing. Now instead of 300 points, it's reduced to 200 points in order to pity a character over in JP. Hopefully we can get this update very soon, just because of the fact that I feel like that's the update that most folks are going to want for the actual game, because not having to spend like an extra 100 points or an extra 10 by 10s, or this is technically 100 summons to pity a character, that's a pretty big deal, I have to say, and I generally want something like that. And most of all, probably one of the biggest things is 6-star Nozomi is actually coming to the game in JP, which is actually pretty huge because she's like, one of the best tanks in the game for us right now. And getting a 6-star version of her, it's a long time coming, so they're probably going to get the best free-to-play tank that you can get 6-star right at the gate. Now we can talk about how to get 6-star characters in JP in another video. Maybe it'll be the next video. All I can say is it's pretty time consuming, but it's very worth it if you plan for it. Getting the shards for Nozomi is not going to be that hard whatsoever. It's probably going to be like the 6-star shards and like everything else that comes in between it. But if you guys also want to just stay up to date in general with like JP stuff, going to their Twitter is definitely the best thing. They're always posting all of the information over there, and not to mention there's some like double drop rates as usual. This is like just another thing where it's a campaign to buy 500 gems out for a week. You buy 500 gems every single day on a discounted price, so that's pretty cool. But I feel like this new story event that's going to be added into the game, that's probably like the #1 thing, plus like the 200 point thing. I didn't see like the actual 200 point thing. Maybe it's like a couple days old. It wasn't like explicitly said. So I think that's a pretty big deal overall. And then there's also some like double drop rate events that's going to be occurring, and some changes to a couple of things in clan battles support campaign. So I'll leave like all the links to this JP stuff down in the description. And of course, feel free to subscribe to Maho because he covers pretty much all of this stuff regarding JP things. Alright, so we're right here. We're pretty much in dungeon and floor 4. We're just going to go ahead and take care of this one, doing, AoE damage as we always do, and do a bit of arena afterwards. Well, I just want to like jump in between things and show you like my day-to-day. Well, one of the first things I do now, technically day-to-day, is jump into like the Kyoka event or the little lyrical event, do all of like the little hard modes over there, take care of like my dailies over there, and then jump into like dungeon, do my grottos and all that stuff because, well, there's not much more to take care of the day. I usually play Princess Connect between 30 minutes to an hour every single day, which I greatly enjoy because it lets me do other things like Monster Hunter Rise is coming tomorrow. So if you go here over into the little lyrical event, you can go over into the event quests. You never have to do like normal modes, just complete these and you'll have more than enough like victory medals, so long as you can complete hard. And if you're wondering, just save these until the very last day in order to actually complete it. Let's go ahead and do some PvP as we always do. Well, you should also do Grotto, the highest like difficulty all the time. This is probably the best way to get skip tickets and everything. It's just something fast to do, and I like doing it because it automatically like kicks you out to the front screen, and then you can just go do your mana, do your EXP, and get your dailies out of the way. Just like one of those things that I like doing, getting it really quick, really fast. All right, let's see. We might do some like PvP, like pushing just for the sake of it. All right, this is a Shizuru team, so it's very interesting. They have Shizuru at 4-star, so they've definitely been working at it. So this is the team that we're going to be running. You know, thank you to Zero Way for showing me that team. It's been pretty awesome, working out very fantastically. And I feel like anyone who uses it can speak from experience that it's pretty fun to use just because it's not exactly meta, but at the same time it definitely helps out with the actual like gameplay of like day-to-day things when it comes to arena and just pushing things. So Miyako is already out there. Kuka, she's gonna be gone. Now it's just going to be June and should be pretty good from here. Yep, Akari going down as always. That's perfectly fine, to be expected. So long as we can get to this June, everything should be a-okay. Alright, some damage there. Kokoro doing her thing, very nice. Kari with the punchies, and Shizuru is the only one left. Yep, short work. That is going to be mostly the match right there. It's pretty like great the way this works is because, you know, Makoto, she really shouldn't be that good. Same with like Kokoro, but like those little buffs and those defense breaks helps and goes really far with Kaori and doing most of her punchies, and she only gets stronger over time because Kaori is a self buffer. Alright, let's go ahead and do some Princess Arena as we always do. Very, very nice. Alright, who are we going to be fighting? Let's just fight the bottom team. Kuka right there. We have some units that should be able to take it down. And then a fellow, this is an interesting like half mage melt team sort of thing going on there. And then they have Reno at the very last. You know, they don't have Reno burst, but if they had it, I'd be super scared just because it's just very good at like taking down, like whether it's not like mage meld or not. Reno Cannon is just one of the scariest things I've ever seen. Alright, Kuka's gonna be going down here. Kaori, do your thing. Okay, you're aiming for Mitsuki, very interesting. Sometimes it just feels like she aims for like the very back unit, but I know it's definitely based off of magical attack. And Mitsuki having some magical attack, I think no one has magical attack on this team in particular. So making very short work of this one. Very nice compared to yesterday. Yesterday we got absolutely smashed by those Princess Arena teams because we didn't stand a chance against Reno comp or the comp before that, which is totally fine. I, you know, completely foresee those kind of things coming at the end of the day. You know, Princess Arena, definitely a different beast. I think it's more along the lines of having like 2 teams fully built, less about having like 3 teams fully built. I think it also has to come down to RNG sometimes. If you get like those particular misses that can be game breaking in arena, it can hurt quite a bit. So there's that short work of this arena fight. No difficulties here. Hopefully everyone enjoys like the JP stuff coming to the channel, just because, you know, not much is going on in the global side. And I'm just going to be providing tips in case you guys like want to start there. Like for example, what to focus on as soon as you start playing JP. Like we talked about the prefest units and all that stuff. So there's that. Can we do some more arena? No, we got like a minute left. Alright, well, pretty much once I've done like my grotto, my dungeon, my arenas, I usually go into main quest and I farm some Sarin shards. I also farm this one, very important because these divine like elemental heart fragments, those things are mad important. Same thing with this sacrificial bangle, so I'm gonna go ahead and farm these as well. No more Sarin until I can get all of my characters to 8-5 or yeah, 8-5 at the bare minimum, even though we have like a long time until everything pretty much appears. But yeah, I don't think I can do any more arena since it's gonna tell me to wait a minute until something starts appearing. So that's going to be it for today's video. Just a short one covering like some JP updates and doing some arena things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and, you know, follow some tips, claimed all this stuff. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, you know, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna like these folks back as well. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Once we hit 17,500 subs, we'll be doing a giveaway, and I will see you in the next one.